Good morning, Gitu. Thank you for joining in today's feedback session. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, all. I'm doing well. I hope you are also doing well.
I'm doing good as well. Thank you for asking. So, Govind, so Gitu, after we uploaded the video, did you check the video, your interview?
Yes, sir. I checked yesterday. Yeah.
So, did you figure out the areas where it requires improvement?
Actually, yes, sir. I have to
Right,
practice more. Yeah.
right. So, today we are going to play your mock interview video, and we will discuss in depth of all the points that you mentioned, the areas that you are good at, and also the areas that requires to improve. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so let me just start sharing my screen.
Good
I hope you can check my screen.
Yes, sir.
morning, sir. Good morning, all. I'm doing well. I'm safe at home, and I hope you are also safe.
Yes, we are also doing good, everyone. Thank you for asking as well. So, Gettu, since you have come up for today's interview session, we would like to know something about yourself.
Sure, sir. Actually, first of all, thank you for inviting me for this interview. And my name is Gitu Suresh, and I'm from Kerala. I'm a mechanical engineer. I have worked for past 4 years. I worked as a mechanical site engineer, and I worked in a company called .com Dual. It was in Dubai. So I was basically my responsibilities are like I was responsible for all the site activities, mainly the site activities. I was responsible for gathering all the work has been done, or the work has been done um, as per the drawings and all. So I need to check all those things, and I have to report to my project engineer and project manager. That was my responsibility.
So, over here, Gettu, since you are changing your domain at the moment, right? You are switching from mechanical to software engineering. So,
Yes.
when you will be speaking about yourself, yes, definitely what you have mentioned that you have got 4 years of experience in mechanical profile, it's fine because it will be reflected in your resume as well. But when it comes to your project, you do not have to explain in detail about the project what you have done in your mechanical profile, because the interviewer would really be not, first of all, he or she won't be understanding anything what you're saying, so he or she might lose interest in you. Okay, so
No.
so what should you use in such kind of scenarios? So basically, you should tell about your journey, that you are a mechanical engineer, you worked there for 4 years. However, after 4 years, you realize that it is not working for you. Somehow, the job prospects in this field is not that very much. Then my friend gave me the suggestion that you can definitely switch into IT industry, and IT industry welcomes everyone with whole heart. So I started researching about software testing. So I started learning manual testing. I started to read various kinds of documents that are present over the internet, and I researched a lot and got to know about manual testing. Then I started developing my interest in software testing. Sorry, in automation testing. So I started learning Java. I started to make all the test cases automated. So it drew a lot of interest. It grew a lot of interest in me. For that reason, thought that yes, this will be the best profile for me to switch into. And right now, I have prepared myself completely and have come for the interview. Understood. So,
Okay.
like this, you should mention your journey. So, you should glorify your journey in such a way that the interviewer might think that, okay, wow, he was a mechanical engineer, he was well settled in Dubai and everything. And right now, due to some bad experiences, he's right now shifting his profile. Okay. There are many other things that you would say in the means you will say in this video, like you are not getting a job in India as well, you are not getting selected. So those things are extreme negative during the time of interview. Then what will happen? The interviewer will. I also asked one question that if you are not getting selected, do you think you are capable enough to work in the software industry as well? Because with 4 years of experience, if you are not getting selected or if you are not getting a call, then it's a huge problem. Okay, so
Okay.
We will not highlight any such negative kind of things during the time of interview. As simple
Okay.
as that. Okay.
Okay.
And I worked there for 4 years, and it was an fabrication process mainly. Uh, then,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you, Gitu. So, as you mentioned that you have worked 4 years in mechanical field. So, why did you choose to switch your domain from a mechanical engineer to a software engineer after 4 years?
But actually, I worked in only one company, and after my company got closed because of lack of projects over there. So after that, I lost my job and I came back to India. Before coming back, also I tried there for another job in the same field, but
So, see, these are the negative points that you have started highlighting over here. You
Okay.
told that before coming, you tried in your own field. With 4 years of experience, if you're not getting a job in your own field as well, then the first thing that will crop in the mind of the interviewer, are you well capable enough? Understood. The
Yeah.
scenario might be something completely different. It might be there are no opportunities over there in such a big country. So, but still, the interviewer will doubt about your capability. Understood.
Okay.
So, do
Okay.
not mention these things during the time of interview.
due to this lack of projects and all in most of the companies there, so I didn't get a chance to work. So I came back to India, and here also I tried so many companies I tried, but I don't know whether it is my experience is in fabrication and
So, as I am highlighting once again, do not use such kind of things, and do not do not give the opportunity to the interviewer to point anything uh, during the time of your interview that he might not like or he might reject. Okay, and these are all the points that you have mentioned. You have given ample opportunity for the interviewer to reject yourself. Okay.
Okay.
level. I tried in Bangalore. I was in Bangalore, so I tried there. But I didn't get any.
So, as you mentioned that 4 years of experience is quite a long time. Okay. So, after 4 years of experience, you are not getting an opportunity or you are unable to crack interviews. Uh, so, since you are very new to this field of technology, so don't you think that the other candidates have an upper edge than you in this domain? And why should I be hiring you then?
Sure, sir. I know that it will be a challenging. For it will be challenging for me to go into a new domain from basically I'm from a mechanical background. So, but I think I'm a good team player and I'm ready to hard work. So I hope I can get a job in this field also.
So this was basically the selling point of your interview. Okay, during the time of interview, as you know, being a professional, that we sell ourselves so that the company hires me and pays me. Okay, so this was the
Okay.
selling point of yours. So in this, you should not say that it will be a challenging thing. So you can say it will be a challenging thing, but glorify you as Gittu. That I consider myself as a warrior. So I think that if my company gives me the opportunity, so whatever things that I have learned in the past few months, I will be implementing that straight away from day one itself. And if I am hired, then definitely I will be working in a team. So there will be some new things that I'm going to learn, and I do have such kind of personality wherein I learn new things and implement that thing without someone asking me to do that thing. So that means you learn and implement it then and there itself, or in your future projects or future scope, whatever is there. So these are some of the things that you can highlight. And also you can say that my right now my interest for software testing is much greater as compared to my interest in mechanical field. So I have already got the experience of the mechanical work in my domain of fabrication, but right now my interest has completely been developed into software testing, and I have checked those things. I have researched on this area so much that I am very confident that if I am given an opportunity, I can really excel in that. And I am a
Okay.
very and also one point you can highlight that since 4 years you have spent in a single company, you can use this as a positive side of yours. You can say that I am a very stable person. I do not like to switch quite frequently. So as you know that in the first company that hired me, I stayed there for 4 years. So if my company gives me an opportunity, if you give me an opportunity, then definitely I'll be a very stable employee because I am right now I'm in the learning phase. I want to learn more about it and deliver for the company's betterment. Understood. So like
Okay.
this, if you highlight the point, then the interviewer will be more attracted towards you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And as you switched your as you are trying to switch your profile at the moment, so why did you choose software testing and not any other technologies when there are some development jobs as well that are quite booming at the moment?
So basically, I don't have any idea about coding and all. So I don't think I'll be good in developing phase. So, and for my wife is also working as a manual tester. So I thought I heard some like I heard about this manual testing from her. So I thought it will be good for me. I can manage that and I can learn this.
So here, once again, you told that your wife is working in the manual testing domain. So I think I can manage that. You have never said that your interest is in right now has grown in manual testing. So do
Okay.
not be so much honest during the time of interview. We need to be highly diplomatic during the time of interview. Okay, your
Okay.
interest might not be in software testing. That's completely fine. You might be looking for a job so that you can quickly enter into into a job and start working and start earning money. That is absolutely fine. Everyone knows that. But still, during the time of interview, we need to be a bit diplomatic. So you need to
Okay.
say those things that the interviewer wants to hear rather
Yeah.
than being absolutely blunt and honest. Okay, so we will
Okay.
try to avoid in the next interviews.
Yes.
Manual testing. And all. That's why I choose testing field.
Okay, so just because you thought that it is quite easy job your wife is doing, is it because of that reason? See, this is the question that came in my mind. Understood? Because there are in two ways you can drive your interview. One, it will be driven by you. Second, it will be driven by the interviewer. So right now, I am driving it, and also I am taking the opportunity that whatever negative points you tell, once again I'll drive the interview. So you should always drive your own interview. So the choice of words, the construction of sentence, the points that you are mentioning are very, very important. A slight
Okay.
mistake can dug your own grave. Okay, so
Okay.
we need to be highly cautious. You have chosen
Not
this route.
not I'm saying it's an easy job. I know there are difficulties in each and every job, but I hope I can easily follow that.
So in case if you're not selected today, so what?
Keep hardworking and I will try. So
Okay, so you mentioned here that I'll do hard working and I'll try, sir. You should in fact mention that I will try to figure out the areas where I made mistakes. I am going to research on both the HR and the technical part. I will work on myself and I'll make sure that before I come up with another interview, go to another interview, I am absolutely groomed and I do not make the mistakes that I made in my current interview. Understood. So you
Yes.
should be very, very clear with your thought process and
Okay.
convey it to the interviewer. So the interviewer will think that, "Arey, wow, sahi hai banda." Understood. So that should be that impression you should leave in the mind of the interviewer once the interview ends. कि बंदा तो बहुत अच्छा था. Understood. It should be like that.
Okay.
and I will try. So
What are the tools that you have come across in case of testing and you have used as well? Yeah.
uh, tools means uh,
So this question was a very simple question. What are different kinds of tools that you have used? So in testing, there are many tools that are available. Selenium, if you are working on that, that is also a tool. There are many other tools as well. So you should not get confused. You should be very clear. For that reason, research and homework is very important. When you face any interview, try to Google and find out what questions can be asked. What is my field? Try to read about your field more. This will help you to develop your skills. So there will be many questions which can be out of the box. You might not have prepared that question as well, but you might have read it somewhere. So that is important. So this shows over here that you are coming for the testing profile, but you do not know tools. Okay. So yeah,
Yes.
there are various automation tools that are available, right? So have you come across any such kind of tools that is basically used in case of testing?
Actually, no, sir. I didn't come across any tools.
Okay, no, not a problem. So what all things have you learned in testing which you think that with the help of these you would be able to crack any interview?
Was trying to know the how it was working. I mean, I was trying to know the what do you say?
So another straightforward question was asked to you that what are the things that you have learned so far? Okay. So during the time of interview, you will know inside out, right? You will learn the entire course. If you do some more research, you will learn more things as well. Not completely depend upon the course and everything. You should always learn something more. So you should tell those points. It should not that you should think and tell. These questions are not meant to be thought. Okay, you should not think and tell these answers. It should be on the tip of your tongue. It should be like
Okay.
that. Okay. So
Yes.
next time onwards,
Okay, not a
kindly.
problem.
So in case you make it today, okay, and you are entering into the IT industry, so will it and you once again get a job from a very reputed company in Dubai in your field of fabrication. So you will be switching back to your old profession?
This testing. I got an offer from mechanical field. It is in Bangalore. Then I said I don't want to switch my. I mean, now I'm focusing on this testing field, so I don't want to switch back to mechanical.
Yes, that is a good answer that you have given, that you do not want to switch back, but you should stay with much, there should be much conviction in your voice as well. Okay. So when you are speaking, when we speak with someone, right, means when we speak to someone with full of conviction that ye hai to yehi hai. So like that, it should be that kind of attitude that you have. Okay, no, right now I have decided that software testing will be my career. If it takes some time, I will invest that time, but I will. Uh, it's right now. It is my dream to get into this field. So if it takes some time, it's fine for me. But I will get into this profile itself, and I am not searching or looking for any other job. And even if I get any, first of all, that chance won't come because I won't appear for the interview. But if even if it comes, then I won't be switching back because right now my focus is completely into software testing. Khatam.
Okay.
So if you say with that sort of conviction, it will definitely create an impact in the mind of the interview. Are you getting it, Gittu?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Is it clear? Is it fine for
Yes,
you?
sir.
Means
It's clear.
actually I'm going a bit okay.
No, no.
So is it
I
helping you
understood.
to understand right now?
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, thank you. Okay, okay, fine. And in the next 5 years of time, where do you see yourself?
Maybe I will be a project lead or
Okay, you want to be a project lead. Okay, so this is also a question which basically tells how goal oriented you are. Okay, so this
Yes.
answer should also be like, I think I want to be. It's not like that. It will be with conviction that yes, I have planned my career, and 5 years down the line, I think I should be working as a test lead or a project manager in a reputed company like you. Khatam. So small answer within few seconds, the answer should be complete, and it should be told with lot of conviction, so that the interviewer also feels that no, this 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 guy is a bright guy, and he's very clear with his thought process. So this should be the perfect guy for me. So during the time of interview, what actually runs in the mind of the interviewer? They actually look for some people who are very clear with their thought process because every company works in a different way. Definitely, your technical skills will matter. However, besides your technical skills, what is the most important thing is that how strong are you in your own mind? See, whatever things, if I hire you and if I tell you something to do, or if I train you with some new tools and technologies, will you be able to deliver that? So that is the important thing. The most important thing, 90% of the interviewer will think like that, ki this guy should be very clear with his thought process so that in future, if I hire him, then he would be able to deliver according to the needs of the organization. It's not that I have to tell him continuously he's not that good with his thought process and all. Understood.
Yes,
So
sir.
like this, you should portray yourself in this manner. This will definitely help you, not only in this field, in any field, any domain. If you give the interview, once you give the interview, you'll understand that exactly what happens. And I guess
Yes,
you will be aware of 4 years you have spent in a company, and also you have worked with other people in another country. So you might be aware of these things, key, how the process happens and all. Okay.
mm,
Just because you do not have experience of giving a lot of interviews, because it's only one company you have joined and you stayed there for four
yes, sir.
years, for that reason, you might not be aware of so many things. But I have switched a lot of companies, so right now I'm aware that exactly what happens in all the industries. In fact, okay, that's good. So I guess every human being has some strengths and weaknesses as well. So can you just tell one weakness or area of improvement that you would like to change yourself as Gitu?
I'm a little bit addicted to my mobile phone. So I want to change that because I spend more time. I think I spend more time in social medias and all. Not
Right.
doing anything and just scrolling the social media and just watching something like that.
Okay.
Not at all.
So so that means if you're occupied with some kind of work at that time, you can change your habit, I guess.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that can be a good
But
remedy.
when I was
So this is a very good point that you have mentioned, that you are addicted to mobile phone, because people tend to make mistakes and say more negative things about themselves in this kind of question. So in this kind of question, try to use what you have used, that you are addicted to mobile phone, that I want to change. Uh, or do not use the word addicted because it's a very strong word. Try to use that I tend to use my mobile phone more. So like
Okay.
this, you can phrase your sentence. Or I spend more time scrolling different kinds of websites or social media platforms, which I think I am doing more at this point of time, and I definitely want to change. So don't use the
Mm,
word addicted. It's a very strong word. So these
okay.
kinds of points, like biting my nails, I'm addicted to mobile phone. These kinds of points are really good means with this question. So it was a very smart move from you, because the interviewer won't get any opportunity to ask you more questions in this case. Okay,
working,
so
I was not
it's
use
a good
I was
point.
not